Hello and welcome, I'm Edzilla and this is Kona and this is our second episode. Now I had to restart again, I had a bit of a computer failure, so I've got back to this point where we were in Lachance's house, Charles Lachance. Now I've gone through it a little bit more. We can see it's still snowing and the car's somewhere down there. Well anyway, so, and also something I missed while playing this the first time. So if you step close to here... Oh, it doesn't do it. Oh, crap. Well, anyway, I may have screwed up slightly because there was a whole thing here. I'll explain what it was. There was a sort of cut sequence that showed a figure accessing this safe, then going up these stairs.
What a
and
mess.
Grabbing.
Clearly, there was some major revamping work underway here. The place looked barely habitable.
Yeah, well, it didn't quite explain much, except for the chances were having a bit of a marital dispute at this point in time. There's a letter that we got from her, but this character that came up the stairs that we saw grabbed a shotgun or rifle out of this storage chest, came downstairs. I'll sort of react to it now to here. Stood here in front of the fire loading his shotgun or rifle. Then we went into here and we removed the floorboards because we saw Lachance's wife hiding part of her diary down here. I should have really recorded it, but it didn't really explain much for me.
It felt like old people were all these walls could see for years. The Lachances could hardly be blamed for wanting to freshen things up a bit.
So, sorry about that. We'll carry on as much as we can. Let's turn the light on up here so we can actually see. Do some investigations. We need that on.
Beautiful portrait of Gilles and Giselle, bound together by the chains of conventional love.
So the picture's obviously down because they're having some marital problems at this moment in time. Harlequin novels.
A nice white coating would restore the room to its charm of olden days.
Some more Polaroid film. That's good. That's very good. So far we know that our boss is dead. His wife is dead. And our character can sort of do some flashbacks. I'm sure there's going to be more flashbacks in the game. Have yet a clock. Haven't found... Yeah, a clock's not working. So there's something definitely going on.
The pot was cold. And the stew inside wasn't cooked. It's likely that poor Giselle was slow cooking it before she got snapped. What a waste.
Well, I think we've got everything from in here, as we saw last time. Nothing in the bucket. Nothing. Oh, in the garbage cans. Have we got anything? Okay. He wants another cigarette. I'm not a big fan of cigarettes, but this guy is, obviously, so we'll let him have his little cancer stick. Ooh.
The Polaroid, Carl's long-standing and faithful ally, had seen its share of husbands caught red-handed cheating. There's always something out there waiting to be snapped away.
So more of these flaming hoof prints. Let's have a little look down here. This could be his back way into the store, because I suppose if you were... Oh, we've got a loading screen. What's this down here? And another. Another flaming icy ball of snot. Now, are we still going to this? It says Yeti or Bigfoot. I'm not sure, but I don't really want to be. Do I really want to be carrying on foot? I haven't got. What the hell?
A shiver ran down Carl's spine as he glanced over another body trapped in ice. Indeed, the scene was quite chilling.
Oh, very apt. Oh, we've got another one of these cutscenes, so obviously I can show you this one.
Carl felt familiar shivers going down his spine, and he was back to the realm of visions.
So this is where the guy... See what I mean? It's like a nightmare reality. What the hell was that? Was he running away from a goat? Oh, don't tell we're talking devil worship here.
To all appearances, this was a hunting log. Better yet, a war diary.
The Mysterious Journal, page 1. The beast enjoys long slumbers. Its sanctuary seems impregnable. Ice is everywhere. I need to exercise patience and wait for it to come out, to think like a hunter. The beast often invades settlements and hoarding lakes and terrorizing white people that's never seen it coming, but they feel the presence and cold dread of grabbing their innards. The beast excites the wolves, making them more aggressive. One attacked me. I had to cut its throat, the blade digging into its flesh amid the sound of taut wire. The beast is getting closer to the village. It moves at night, bringing heavy snow, strong gusts of wind along with it. I tracked it to no avail. I do not know the white man frozen in ice, but I do know that the work of the beast. Its attacks curdle the blood of the victim. When white men know of its force of nature. I touched the ice, prisoning a white man, and I saw things I didn't understand. So this guy's obviously reading about what we're doing right now. We'll take... what the hell? A wolf man?
What could these engraved numbers mean?
739.
A fresh path suddenly appeared before Carl.
739. Well, there's the wolves. And there's our LeChance. This is the guy that I saw before. This is obviously LeChance. Grabbing his rifle. He's obviously heading down here. What are we going to go find now? Oh, this is the car that was abandoned on the side of the road.
The vision slowly faded away, like an icicle melting in the palm of your hand. Carl, back in the real world, now knew who the icebound man was. Gilles Lachance, the general store's manager himself. That had to be the worst parking job ever. Who was Carl to judge, though? It may be customary to park like that around these parts, or not.
So there's the frozen... a wolf could have done that. Oh, yeah, that's his rifle. It looks like a Mauser. Yeah, a wolf definitely could have done that. That's got a steel barrel on it. And there's the glowing ball of snot. Something tells me I'm going to say my worst fear here, and this is not no Yeti or Bigfoot or aliens. I'm even dreading thinking it or even going to say it. This is the Wendigo, or Wendigo, isn't it? I know that this is... I'm not liking this whatsoever. I've read plenty of audiobooks and listened to audiobooks and plenty of stories on the Wendigo, and it scares the hell of living Jesus out of me. So, could let's go back to inventory. Where's that necklace? Document. Necklace. 739. No, so... I don't know why I'm putting E, but... Right, we'll have another attempt. So we know it's... No, we definitely... I don't know what that could be. Right, that's one for the archive. Right, we've seen this now. I don't think there's anything more we can learn from here. So we're here. That just snakes us back round. So if we snake back round, let's do these two houses around here. Oh, there is a house back here. So it'll be coming up on our right. I presume it'll be coming up on our right? Should be a mailbox coming up on the right. So logically we should start with what's nearest to us. Yeah, here. Another loading screen. Nice. As this is a final product now, would it have been easier to have no loading screens? Ooh, cool. That trying to stop this damn thing. Because I don't know what we're going to find. So if we get the car at least pointing back out, so if we have to make a quick exit, I can't really screw it up. So we've got nothing in the trailer. Some stripped trees. And there's a note on the door. This looks ominous. We fled. It's getting too dangerous. More people from North Manistan It will be safer, Leanne Roy. Okay.
It was a classic Canadian house, except for the absent horde of kids that would normally be swarming about. The snowstorm pummeled everything in its path. Carl was not surprised when he heard no tone.
Is that a Canadian Bounty's hat? Hopefully that wasn't. Well, at least we're warming up a bit now. We'll take those. Anything else to take? No, I'm not turning on the radio. No, I'm not getting done for a copyright warning. No way. Wow. Matthew had yet to add the murderer to his curriculum. He was found fond of new experiences, especially the most thrilling ones, and taking the life of a flesh and bone individual whose night before is still able to think, dream, fantasize, calculate, read, held the promise of exhilarating situations, unlike Rascal. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. It wasn't about axing the old Jewish hag to pieces and test some lunatic theory, but not all Matthew just wanted to know how it felt. It seemed simple, horribly simple. He didn't have any particular victims in mind like most people. He just desires to run wildly, so not only can it be a vague idea in mind, he'd ponder using a rifle or a knife assassinating a girl or an old man. He's tried to focus on predictability. His victims would have to be defenseless. Bodybuilding wasn't exactly Matthew's strong suit. He would have to act spontaneously, not too much. He wasn't that eager to learn, and spend the rest of his life in prison would be like some experiences carry not just too high a cost worth, really. So yeah, so that's a fantasy or psychopath. I don't really want to say, but yeah, he's there we go, lights on. Yeah, whoever wrote that's a lunatic. That's a well-stocked fridge for a lunatic. Close that up. I want the cola. Right, nothing in there.
The couple radiated something akin to lightheartedness, to freedom. Perhaps some people out there truly found a way to live happily ever after. Really? A picture of Wilfred in his youth. Carl figured right away that the man must have been some kind of wildlife officer.
Right, okay, that's very weird. I don't really want to be messing with this dude. Have fantasies like that? Another bottle of painkillers. Why is it always kitties on the toilet roll? Ooh, what's this? Oh, this is a novel. He's either writing a novel or writing his obituary, you know, because he's obviously a psychopath wanting to do things. The two lovebirds were still going on at it 7 months later, although confiding fears and desires like near fireplace several days a week, the populace took notice and wounded words eventually found their way to Matthew's ear, prompting him to take action to prove his gentlemanship. He would have to ask Beatrice in hand in marriage. It would be more enough time to kill later. Today, when Matthew stares motionless at the ceiling like did in his 20 years ago, he still wondered what he would be removing from existence by slitting Beatrice's throat and would be depriving his children, depriving of his children. Then is soothed by his fantasy, generally drift off, smiling the night away. Yeah, this guy's obviously a psychopath. Box of ammo. Don't tell me it's another page of novel. First time he met Beatrice, however, she unexpectedly revealed that she travels the signs of origins to Matteo. She was adopted at the age of 4, recalling her former life still gave her a hard time. She played the piano in so graceful a manner that people often thought she may be the natural offspring of a mutual virtuoso. She obviously tried before falling asleep, cried before nothing. Sorry if I'm reading this, but yeah, mate. Some days I've got really bad dyslexia, some days I haven't, so I'll try and read it the best I can. If not, I'll give you a time to pause and read it. She confided to him that so profoundly that Matteo couldn't get enough, coming back every night to learn that single. I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to let you pause and read that at your own discretion. I do apologise. Some days I can read like a poet. Some days I just can't. Conopoly. I'm sure there's a copyright somewhere there. Another page. I'm going to let you pause and read this one. I'm not going to even attempt it. 3, 2, 1. I'll move it down. 3, 2, 1. Unpause.
The photograph was snapped not too far from here, Carl noticed. The couple seemed to be very good friends.
So it's a very small house. Ooh. What was that? It's wolves. What weapons have we got? We've got a crowbar.
Carl never thought he would be dancing with the wolves.
Go to consumables. Again, let's go to consumables. I may need a cigarette after that. I think we're going to bring the crowbar back. Well, at least the crowbar's been handy. We do... there's an axe. We'll take that bad boy.
An axe. Not too shabby. Carl felt he needed to protect himself.
Yeah, I need to protect myself as well from them damn things. Oh, got a beer bottle as well. So this looks like a little fishing cabin. It's a tool shed. One flare. We'll take the hammer. Magnet. What do we need a magnet for? And another bullet. So are we going to be getting a rifle sometime soon then? 10 Polaroid film. Is that everything? Let's close these up. It's like the Do we really need a lawnmower? Look. It's white out. Right, let's pick up the hatchet. I'm not risking this. Hello, wolfies. Lunchtime. Come and meet Mr. Axe. So obviously they were building something down here. I mean, he had a little quiet, nice little home. What's this? Let's follow. Where the wolves came from. This is obviously where they've run to, not run from. Right, let's get back to the house. So we've just investigated Roy's house. They've fled. Dangerous goings on out here. Is that a log? Yeah, that's a log. So obviously they were doing some kind of construction work. If they've gone? Oh, they must have taken the dog with them. Right, so we've danced with the wolf. We've killed it with a crowbar. We've found an axe. Alright, so the next one should be straight up the road where we just came from. So if we take the next house now and find out what the hell's going on. I know it said that it sounded like pages of a novel, but who would rip pages out of a novel and leave them scattered around your house? It makes no sense. And also, who would write a diary about being a psychopath and then scatter the pages around the house? So it's very, very confusing. Especially for me, it is confusing. Bird's house. Let's check out the shed first. Closed behind me.
An aging car was parked here. Carl could picture the notary's heavy sedan with a huge back seat large enough to fit the whole family.
Turn that off. I do not want to be hearing that.
A true Catholic always strives to keep lowly temptations at bay. Obviously, Carl thought, someone in this house wasn't doing a good job at upholding the Holy Bible's teachings.
So I'll have a quick look in the house, but
Carl was no burglar. He didn't need to resort to petty techniques such as window breaking to find his way in. A good detective simply looks for keys where gullible souls hide them. What was even the point of locking your door, if everyone hid their key in the same place? Carl was starting to feel like his investigator life lacked challenge. The house smelled like incense, the kind that reminds you of the good Lord, of peace.
Enough for the rough times, yeah. Anyway, who leaves a key under the doormat? I know it always is in American movies, but I guarantee no one's leaving keys like that in the UK. I tell you now. You'd leave it with a friend, maybe. This could be just no loose change in the cracks.
Religion was very influential throughout Quebec many years ago. Indeed, it was surprising that Carl did not come across a single chapel since arriving here.
Another Welsh fridge. Lots of cola. Did they draw this? The sun. So no phone. So I don't know why we attached that to the magnet. But, oh, that's the outside door.
Good Paul VI, appearing papal. His crooked fingers gave the impression he was about to bestow a miracle.
The Pope.
The perfect cookie-cutter Catholic family, most likely attending church every Sunday.
Yeah, it's a very religious family, this.
Who knew that giraffes thrived in the North Pole? The craze for toys was stupefying. Love of religion and ancestors was rooted deep inside the hearts of Canadians of old, to which the Bedards appeared to be closely related. The empty cradle sent an eerie feeling down Carl's spine, as if minutes ago someone just grabbed the baby and made a run for it.
Yeah, I hope the baby got out. Got out all right.
The family's mother must have spent her days washing the filth off her kids' diapers.
Yeah, if you don't use disposables, sod that. I got kids. I never want to use them. Just throw them away. Works on the art of a future artist. Right, is there not a?
Jean-Luc Bedard had without a doubt been the closest man in the village to William Hamilton, otherwise known as Uncle Willie.
Right, so I'll do the same again. I'll let you pause it and read it if you want to read. So, 3, 2, 1, move down. 3, 2, 1. Great. That's better. We have some light. So anyway, we are halfway through this house. We have a...
The Bedards had vacated the premises. Carl gathered they would be of no help.
So again, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. If you want to read it, that's it. Paused. Let's turn. I don't think I've missed anything. It's a very small house, obviously living up here. Did I look in this cupboard? I think it was... no, I didn't look in this cupboard. So, oh, we've missed something here. Yeah, the TV's on the other side, so why would you be looking at the kitchen? Makes no sense. So we've made a magnet on a string. I don't know what we've made a magnet on the string for, but I'm sure we'll find it next episode. So yeah, I'm going to have to cut it here, and this is Kona, episode 2. So if you like this kind of content, please like, share, and subscribe for more great content from me, and I will see you in the next episode.